The purpose of this video is to show you how to do a new skip in Tales of Symphonia, which allows you to bypass a major portion of the slider puzzles in the Tower of Salvation. The trick is exclusive to the GameCube version because of the way sliding physics were programmed that was adjusted in later versions. It saves about a minute and a half if executed well in New Game Plus and New Game in Japanese runs. It saves a little bit less in New Game English runs. When entering the first gravity room, immediately head to the elevator in the middle of the screen. This skip will allow you to go straight from this elevator to the elevator on the bottom right, which is supposed to be blocked by a gate you haven't opened yet. You get there via this backdoor path that you shouldn't normally be able to get to. I'll show you how I personally set it up first, after which I'll also include footage of JModa16, who holds the world record, because he does it slightly differently, and you might find one way easier than the other. First, my method. Step forward just a tiny bit. The smallest tab down on the control stick is enough. If you don't do this, you won't end up in the right place at the end. Then, slide to the right, and hit that barrier. Slide immediately back left. That setup will place you precisely where you need to be to pull this off. You're right on the seam where you can still interact with the platform, and you're just about to slide off of it. What you need to do now is slide off the platform at a down right diagonal at the same time as you press A to interact with the elevator. So tilt the control stick down right at that angle, and press A almost immediately after. It's practically simultaneous. Like that. If you've timed it correctly, the elevator text prompt will come up like this, but you'll still also start to slide. And the menu text does something weird to your starting momentum, which allows you to slide diagonally, which the game is never supposed to let you do. So if you've positioned and timed it correctly, you'll end up at a spot right here. And then you can slide right to enter that back door. My positioning was a little bit off there, but you see, you can usually still get in there just by pressing down first and then sliding into it. Once you've gotten this far, the elevator key is a free grab and you can exit the dungeon, because once you grab the key, it acts like a flag and removes all barriers you skipped. I had initially thought you had to slide diagonally to pull this off, but Jay proved that you can get it just by sliding down with the elevator text prompt, as it stops you at a strange place. So this is some footage of his setup for the skip, in case you find that easier. As I mentioned, this is version exclusive because the GC is the only version of the game that preserves your momentum when you enter ice or gravity sliders, which I believe allows for this exploit. Other versions of the game unfortunately need to do the boring slide puzzles as expected, to the best of our current understanding. If you have any questions, the Tales of Speedrun Discord is always available to help new runners interested in learning the game. You can find the link to that, to the roots, and more at speedrun.com/talesof.